Hey guys, TerrorPUP here, and we're going to start working on rebuilding the Rackmate T-0 from DeskPi. And before I can do that, I got a remote in and shut everything down because we just don't want to yank it. The only thing I'm going to leave up is the stuff in the UC Tronics. I'm going to leave that up. It's connected, okay? It is connected into this TP link, but the TP link's going to go away. But luckily, I have a bunch of generic wireless dongles there, so I just want to make sure that I don't disrupt it. I might power it down just to be safe, but this is my Docker swarm. This is eventually going to be my Docker case. I've already powered it down. That's why the light's off, but I got to get this guy shut off, and then my two Proxmox, and then we'll be able to shut it down, and even the wireless will go down. By the way, they have released the release candidate for the Banana Pi R4, so while I'm rebuilding this, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this to that. So let's go ahead and get everything shut down, and then I'm going to move this to my kitchen table where I have more space to work on it. Alright, so it's powered down, and we're going to start working on reorganizing it. As you can see, I got stuff that's not really in there well, so I really am going to plan this out better. That way we can get better use out of it. Alright, so everything's been removed. Okay, one thing I would recommend doing is taking like a little pin and kind of marking the rails line up exactly 3 slots, so this is considered like 1U in this rack. So technically you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's make sure again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8U in this rack. Okay, and the reason that I'm lined up or drew this a line is so that I know where to place stuff. So like here, I got my new switch in place, 8-port switch, and I'm going to get some nice 6-inch cables so that when the connections come into the back, so in case no one's ever showed that to you, the cables plug into this, and then from this side you'll plug into your switch. This will be my uplink to my existing rack, okay? Or if I was traveling, I would plug this into my Verizon hotspot so that I have everything. Okay, so we'll have that there. And then devices that need power over Ethernet, it'll come through this. Okay, and this here is right at the top, so this is my first U. So I could mark like you do, like on an existing rack you already have those stuff labeled, so I could, if I wanted to, take some black paint and some etchings, and I could mark over here so that I know that this is 1U, or this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so that I know how to plan this out. And again, the reason I did that, this is one of the ITX trays. See how that fits in there perfect? Okay, so now I know. Now if I put the Super 6 here, it actually needs 2 U's. So what I may end up doing is putting in, let's use this size because I got the marks. I may put in the Super 6 here, utilizing these two, and then put my NAS up here, and then I would put my other stuff lower here. But we're still in the planning stage. But anyway, we're going to continue working on this. Okay, guys, so we're going to back up for a second. All right, so it's been a couple days. I took it apart, cleaned it up real good. I actually, and there should be a video out already on this now, posted a video where I upgraded the storage of the Super 6. I added 2 more terabytes. I have 3 terabytes that I'm going to try to connect up in a Ceph data pool so that I can utilize it. And again, this is running different CM4s, and it works really well. Okay, I know DeskPi would rather you run all Raspberry Pis, but I have an Orange Pi, I have 2 Raspberry Pis, and 3 Raspberry Pis and 2 Banana Pis, and it works just fine. We are going to set up Kubernetes on that. Okay, now there is some wasted space, and that's because the Super 6 is just, let's get in here, just a little bit bigger. Okay, so you can't lower it. The CWWK is in there, and I'm super excited because, you know, like I showed you guys in another video, I got 7 terabytes there. So that's going to be really nice. And one of the things I did, even though this is fanless and it's at the top, I wanted to dissipate heat. I went ahead, just to be on the safe side, and added a USB fan that will blow down. You know, they're low voltage, they're really nice. I use them a lot. Okay, so that's going to be there. Okay, and then I added a faceplate to give it a little bit better facade. Okay, I have my X1 here, and I do have it hooked up like this. I may switch it out for this cable. I just want something that looks more pleasing. Okay, and this will be my entry into it. Okay, this is a Proxmox server. This is a Proxmox server. So my UE to X1, it's an 8 terabyte, and this is a Ratsa X2L 8 terabyte. Both have 1 terabyte of data. That's the whole reason to put this up here, so I can utilize more storage for LXCs and virtual host. Okay, and then I did order cables. These are all 6-inch cables, and I know it looks like a rat's nest, but it's a lot better than what I had before. And then let's turn it around real quick so I can show you guys a little bit more. So I'm going to have the monitor here, okay, and I have another USB fan, and the reason being is the Banana Pi R4, which is the main entrance, okay, it's too wide with the antennas to sit exactly on top of the T1. So by holding, it will hold it up. Plus, I can use it when summer comes around to keep this cool. It's USB, doesn't use a lot of power. I also have, you know, the controllers. I'm going to tidy it up. So that looks good. And then on the back side, just to show you more plates, I had them originally off. And when I had the monitor with the panel my son designed, okay, it made more sense. But I have this here now, okay, and I'm running a cable through the inside just so it looks a lot better. And this is currently off right now because I'm going to have to remove this out, and then I'm going to have to run the USB power cord for the Ratsa through here and then put it back in, and then everything will be nice. So on the back side, Renegade Pi still, okay, and I have the sweet potato, which I'm going to try to, like I said, to set up with XRDP so that I can control these, this whole setup. Okay, I do have another host, the Orange Pi that's in here in the other video. I talk about it. It is actually running XFace, and I use XRDP on it to get into this. But no, this is going to be so much cleaner than it was before. Okay, and then this cord here is going to plug over into the TP-Link so that I can still utilize my cluster of Libre Computer Renegade boards for Docker Swarm. Yeah, I know a lot of people like to use Kubernetes. I still want to use Docker Swarm because, one, it's not a lot of overhead to learn. So if you want to get a cluster up and be able to use it, it's great. So I'm hoping I can get the storage working up here as well, so that way I have a greater pool and I can move stuff around. Okay, because right now I'm only using SD cards, and the storage up here would be better for the Swarm. Okay, we're not done yet, but this is like day 5. I've been going slow and cleaning it up, and I'm really happy with the results. Getting the new smaller cables helps out a bunch too. Alright, so I wanted to do a quick interim video. One of the things you're probably going to not see from the other content creators are the different shelves that you get with the T1. This is for the Pis, and what's nice about this one is they do have it labeled out. Let's get it where we can read it. And you can use this with Raspberry Pi 3s and 4s, okay? And you can use it with Odroids as well. And you can also mount hard drives, as you can see here. Okay, so you could put it on the bottom. Okay? And by the way, not Odroids. Jetson. So if you have a Jetson Nano, you can do that. And then they do have the Rock Pi B, which I'm not sure if that's the Pine or Ratsa. I could try it out later and take a look. I do have a B right there, but for now, what we're doing, and the other thing I wanted to show you is, let's flip this back around. And sorry for all the dust, okay? But, alright, so I'm going to put my Renegade here, and it uses a Raspberry Pi 3 format, so bear with me. Here we go. There we go. See, it's going to fit nice, and I'll run the power to here. This big hole will let me allow it. And this is one of the things, again, I don't think the other content providers are going to show you, but this is my Raspberry Pi 5. That's my Git server. And one of the things they give you 2 of these. This is a daughter board that works with the Raspberry Pi 5. We have our micro USB-C here and our micro HDMI here that come out to be a full HDMI and PowerC USB-C on the side, as you can see here. This is going to be nice because now I don't have to worry about running a bunch of cables on this side. Okay, and then like I said, I just now have to bring in my micro power supply for the Renegade, because again, it's more configured like a 3 because of that. And I don't think they have a board for the Raspberry Pi 3. I'll go check just to make sure. You can, with the Renegade, I've stated before, you can use anything that is a Raspberry Pi 3 format. But anyway, this is nice. Okay, the only thing I'm going to lose doing it this way, okay, is my SD cards are back here, which will be in the back side, not to the front. Excuse me. But anyway, I wanted to show you that because I really do want to give you guys more detail on my T1 build. Hopefully the cables will be here soon, and from there we will assemble it. Okay? Okay, one last thing I want to show that I don't think other content creators are going to show is this is the networking management that you can get from DeskMate. See if I can get a... It's not. There we go. And what's nice about it is all the cables I'm running into the back, so it's nice and even, can connect into these ports, okay? And then you run it back there, and then as you guys can see, I should have took them out, but I already got everything going into my switch here. And it makes it very nice to manage. It is probably worth the... I think I got this one for $15. It's well worth it. It's either that or you're going to be like my previous build, using a lot of Velcro, and it'll look ugly. Okay guys, so I'm done. It turned out pretty good. I'm very impressed with it, except for one thing. The Ratsa board, and it's not the rack's fault. The Ethernet cable and power supply are pushing it out. So it sticks out a little bit, but I can live with that. I may move it back up here and put the small board computer that you can see right there down on this shelf, just because it would probably work out better. And then but no, it really turned out. It looks a lot better. I know for some this is kind of a mess, but I actually like that because everything's locked. This goes from here back over to the main rack, okay, and then it's ugly, but it's functional. I may get a longer cable and run it in the back so it looks a lot better. Same with the power cord. The Banana Pi is on top. It's balanced real nicely on the power supply. Or sorry, not power supply, the USB fan. This is, I have a keyboard that I got plugged up, and it's going to the Ratsa so that I can log in. But remember, from the other video I was talking about, that one in the back, in the middle, that's my Orange Pi, and that's how I get into this system, my XRDP in there. Okay, so this is all one VLAN. And then, oh yeah, my storage is up and running. And let's go ahead and move this more back. Okay, now DeskPi has come out with their T-0. So technically, you can remove these handles, bolt it down to this one. This is an 8U rack, okay? The T-0 is a 4U, so I could technically have a 12U rack, or I could put it over here, move the UC Tronics on top of it, and I could add more stuff. And I might definitely do that because, you know, again, this is going to be for summer. I'm going to finish getting it all set up, and I'm going to be running this so I can shut this stuff down. That'd make you happy, wouldn't it, Rose? No more power, no more heat. But anyway, so we'll, and then okay, so this was a major cleanup. And this is part of my home lab upgrade. Okay. And guys, I paid for everything you see here except for the R4, which Banana Pie was cool enough to let me test and do some videos on. Everything you see here, I bought with my own money. And I'm probably got, if I had to sit down and estimate, I probably have close to $1,500 in this. Now, one of the things that I like that just makes it a lot better, I use flat Cat 6 cables. Okay. Here it's not really beautiful, but we'll try to get that looking good. But like I said, everything here I've purchased, and it's been working out great. This is great if you want to work with CM4s, the DeskPi Super 6. The Ratza X2L is great, and so is a UE2 X1. When I can afford it, I am going to upgrade these to 16 gigs, because that'll be great. But I'm actually going to do some virtualization on this bad boy because it goes up to 32 gigs of memory. And that's going to be nice because remember, I have close to 7 terabytes there. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Please subscribe. Please leave me a like. And definitely leave me comments. I do answer them. It might take me a while, but I do love it when you guys comment, good or bad. Okay? Because you can't improve only with good comments. So bad comments do help me improve. And I'm doing this for you guys. So until next time, this is TerrorPUP. Peace.